If you've been struggling to achieve your personal fitness goals, then perhaps this very thought has crossed your mind. Do you need to get a personal trainer? I'm Mike Quackenbush. This is Till We Make It. And throughout my career, I have been so fortunate. I've been able to work in front of the cameras as a professional wrestler, referee, commentator, and ring announcer. And I've worked behind the scenes too, as a promoter, booker, agent, coach, and consultant. If you're new around here, well, take a moment and join the Till We Make It tribe. Subscribe down below. And as the kids like to say, leave a like-a-palooza. Also, if you would enable notifications, that's great. That is the magical ingredient around YouTube for some reason. My newest audiobook, Toolbox Building Better Pro Wrestling, is out right now. Stick around to the end of today's video. I'm going to tell you how to get my new book for free. This year, I've set some personal fitness goals for myself, which, in all honesty, I will probably fail to achieve, despite the fact that I have been dieting more rigidly than ever before in my life, and also working out with a consistency I never had before. I feel like I am not really seeing the kind of improvement. I'm not seeing the advancement. I'm not seeing those gains like I expected. And it made me begin to wonder, do I need the help of a personal trainer if I want to achieve those fitness goals for myself? The fact that I was asking myself that question made me realize there's got to be somebody out there who's asking themselves the exact same thing. So here's what I did. I reached out to a couple friends of mine who not only work in professional wrestling, but are also certified personal trainers. And I asked them for some thoughts about what might make someone a great candidate for personal training. The number one thing I heard relates to skill. Are you doing the exercises correctly? Are you actually getting the most out of the workouts that you are doing? A personal trainer is going to bring a degree of skill that ensures you see the maximum benefits for the work that you are putting in. In addition to that, they can help you choose exercises to target your specific fitness goals. And something that's really important to me, they could also recommend modifications if you want to continue to work out hard, but you also have to deal with injury. And given all my years in professional wrestling and all the injuries that I have accumulated, that information is really valuable to me. The second thing relates to confidence. A good personal trainer isn't just going to work out your muscles. They're going to work out your mind too. Sometimes we can be our own worst enemies. Perhaps what that should say is sometimes Mike is Mike's own worst enemy. But if you have an internal monologue, which sometimes threatens to defeat and derail you, well, a personal trainer can be an opposing voice in that conversation that prevents you from giving up. Just between you and me, my own internal monologue, it tends to run pretty negative. I often have thoughts like, I'm an idiot. I can't rise to this challenge. I'm a failure. But I've also learned how to combat the inevitable downward spiral that results from all that negative thinking. If that's an area that you struggle with, maybe a personal trainer is the exact thing you need. A third topic that came up is that of motivation. Does your motivation wane? Do you feel easily discouraged when you're not seeing the results quickly enough? If so, motivation is definitely something a good personal trainer can supply to the equation. And just saying that out loud makes me realize I have something further to say about motivation and the types of reinforcement that you might need. I'll put that at the end of today's video, so stay tuned for that. A fourth topic is focus. A personal trainer is going to keep you focused on achieving your personal fitness goals. When we get distracted or we start to lose precision from the monotony of routine, a good personal trainer is there to course correct and make sure you stay on that narrow path to success. I know this is true of me. I wouldn't be surprised if it's true of you too. When you see some results, when you see the fruit of all the hard work that you've been putting in, that does create a sense of forward momentum. It is easier to persist like that. But when we lose focus, a lot of times then our growth begins to slow down. And when we feel as if we are not progressing, it is easy to get discouraged. A quick sidebar. Just like any coach or any teacher out there, not every personal trainer is one that you will click with. It comes down to things like manner and teaching style. Think back to when you were in school. There were probably some teachers you clicked really well with, and yet there were probably also some other teachers you didn't click with at all. Does that mean they were a bad teacher? No, probably not. Does that mean that you were a bad student of theirs? No, probably not. But keep this in mind. If you're going to be spending $50, $75, or $100 per session with a personal trainer, you want to make sure that they have a manner and a teaching style that does click well with you. The fifth topic I heard about was one of accountability. A personal trainer will keep you accountable, especially in a case where you've prepaid for a set number of sessions, because knowing that money is on the line might be just the thing to compel you on a day when you might otherwise feel like slacking off. Or just knowing there's a human being waiting at the gym for you, that might be enough to motivate you to get there and stay on track with your workouts. Another sidebar. A personal trainer is not necessarily a dietitian nor a nutritionist. Although some personal trainers might offer related services to you, that will almost certainly be in addition to whatever their hourly rate is. Different kinds of people need different types of motivation and reinforcement to do their best work. And to figure out what works best for you, click on this video right now. Down below in the description, you'll find a link to the audiobook of Toolbox, Building Better Pro Wrestling. It's my latest book for fellow professional wrestlers. And clicking on that link not only helps me out a little bit, but will enable you to get the audiobook for free. Audible's just giving it away.